Very good evening. I can hear a lot of noises, energy, evening. Morning lectures, no? Achha, yes, sir. By next week only you guys are going to. Yes, sir. Did we finish that Union Parliament in totality? I'm asking in totality. Yes, I have actually started that, and today I will be touching even history also, not touching. We will be starting that first word of independence. Am I correct? I could hear many people are still in the chirpy mood. Put down your speaker's volume. Put down, switch off it. I was sitting in the other room and adjoining. I was watching news. What is our Indian Prime Minister doing in January? Everyone what's it? Yes. Very good at least. Everyone must have 80 bola. So I understood you. Pick up your volume. Textbook, notebook. Even after my arrival. You are late. Sit here, Now any benches without the volume and it is not open, I am going to push them out. Still the gossip is going on. Quickly, Union Parliament, I had completed Rajya Sabha or not?
Exclusive power
of
both houses.
Done. Achha. Okay, so we are into the powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Just listen to this. Which is having more power and why? Okay.
Lok Sabha.
Okay. The discussion continues with we will be saying Lok Sabha is generally more. Dhwani and company. Yeah. When I'm saying Lok Sabha is more powerful, you have to write at least 2 points of reason. First of all, is it more powerful?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You'll say yes. Then Rajya Sabha. The reasons are.
So money bill can occur in Lok Sabha.
Now that will come under exclusive power. I'm saying whether it is powerful or not.
Exclusive.
Directly.
Members are directly elected. Can you use the word MPs? Are directly elected. Then what? So what? So what does it make them? In case of a tie vote, if you remember, correct?
Yes, sir.
Always who can cast a tie vote? It is the speaker, not the chairman of Rajya Sabha. Correct? What else? As you said, certification of the money bill can only be done by certification. Karta kaun hai? Wo to baat mein. Certification is also done by speaker of I am saying MP, that is money bill, and introduction is also here. Correct? So more or less, Constitution has made Lok Sabha more powerful than Rajya Sabha, as it is members first you write directly elected. In case of a tie vote, it is speaker who can cast it. In case of certification of a money bill, again only speaker can do it, and even introduction should be done always in Lok Sabha. Now, where else do you feel the Lok Sabha is more powerful besides this? Where else?
No confidence in adjournment.
Only initiated in Lok Sabha. Very good. What else? Somebody? Huh? I've written MB. Manipal. That's okay. What else? What else? No confidence motion. But it is passed in both the houses, but introduced in Lok Sabha first, generally. What else? Now, if I say this is more powerful, then why Rajya Sabha?
Lok Sabha also has more strength than
Excessive numerical strength.
Strength. Okay. Numbers are in this favor. Okay. Numbers are in the favor of Lok Sabha. Very good. Now, why I'm saying then, why do you need a Rajya Sabha then? Let us not do away with Rajya Sabha. But why? Rajya Sabha represents generally Council of States. Am I correct?
Yes.
Council of States means generally they are the direct voice of the states in the central government. If you remove Rajya Sabha, then Lok Sabha will be highly a centralized administration. Do we have a federal structure?
Yes,
what is the meaning federal? Two levels of government. So in central government, if the states are having their voice, it is only through Rajya Sabha. What else does Rajya Sabha does?
Impeachment of president.
No. What else does Rajya Sabha does? Ye to ek point ho gaya. What else?
So it can.
The bill introduced either in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. If it is introduced in Lok Sabha, the same process goes here. So again, Rajya Sabha prevents any hasty pass of the bill. Hastily. You understand what the hastily means? Only Lok Sabha is on a hurry passing it. Without passing it to whom? Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha will also have the same process what the Lok Sabha is doing. So it is going to be a check over the exercise of power by which house? By the Lok Sabha. That is Rajya Sabha. So Rajya Sabha is also as important like that of the Lok Sabha. Is it okay?
Yes.
So write down the question in your notebook. Let me see how many people write the point. Looking at the board only. Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is more powerful than the Rajya Sabha. Full stop. Give reason in support of your answer. Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. Give reason in support of your answer. 4 points, and then you have to justify. Yes, Lok Sabha is more powerful. You can use the points. Start with the answer. Lok Sabha, also known as Lok Sabha, also known as the lower house of the parliament. Also known as the lower house of the parliament is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha, also known as the lower house of the parliament, is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. In the following points. Now you have to write. Let me see how many are writing. In the following points or in the following manner. Whatever I've written, try to put into the statement. Don't write like this. Okay?
You have to write point wise or not?
Point wise. सब बोर्ड में लिखा है. Why do you search it in the Google? You want me to give the statement? You can ask me straight away. He is asking me point number 1 write up. Only 1 point only. ऐसा बोल के चला. Members of this house are directly elected by the people. Members of this house are directly elected by the people. Are directly elected by the people on popular voting. On popular voting. Popular means if they are popular, they come into it. Okay. Second point. In case of a tie vote. In case of a tie vote, tie, T-I-E. Why is he searching there? It's on the second point there. In case of a tie vote between the two houses. In case of a tie vote between the two houses, only the speaker can cast. Only the speaker can cast. Unlike the chairman. Now, other 2 points at least you can write. Whole of your ending my conclusion. Only the speaker can cast, unlike the chairman. Chairman is from RS. Anyone get 1 volume, 2 is there to do this. His office is always unreliable. They can keep 1 volume for us. And today we will be starting that INC, not INC, freedom movement.
First chapter.
First word of Indian independence. History.
First word of India.
Yes, quite interesting. You guys are now only coming evening lecture, first lecture.
Yes.
Before to this, no lecture.
Not first.
The entire timing is a real roller coaster ride for us. Morning I came, in between I jump out, and again jump in. I've got some other lectures in some other areas also that is getting disturbed. That's okay. UP is my first. What is it? Certification of a money bill only by the speaker. If he or she wants to come out, leave it. Once I'm in, I don't want to get disturbed by even a nook and a corner of the person. And certification, and then you write introduction also. Introduction also only in Lok Sabha, not in Rajya Sabha. Yes, it's almost done the chapter.
Regarding that, in case of a deadlock between in the house of Lok Sabha, the speakers.
Within the Lok Sabha, within the parliament.
तो लेकिन जब दोनों में deadlock हो Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, the president summons and then the casting of the right. The
You
whole number
are
of
getting into the
Lok Sabha-
process. I am coming into the conclusion.
लेकिन सर जब प्रेसिडेंट चुनाव करता है तो दोनों में वोट होता है तो लोकसभा प्रिफर बिकॉज ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल राइट सर
No, 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 not necessary. I'll explain. You write down. He is quite good with this doubt. I'll. Are you talking? हाँ. तुम्हारा आज वो किधर है काउंटर पर? कौन वो? अच्छा बट उनका तो ये है ना क्या है? हाँ तो done. So that's the reason she is enjoying. Girls say so many beautiful lives. They might be for the function she might have taken off. Why? तुमसे कुछ पैसा लेके गए थे? Why don't you give loan to us? इतना लोन सबको देते हैं. On two conditions, whether you have taken the money or she has taken it. है ना? For buying a samosa and whatever. Hey, come on. Did you write?
Yes, sir.
There is one valid doubt from one of your friends. Did you write this one then?
Yes,
The total membership of Lok Sabha is higher than the Rajya Sabha. Change the para. Change the para. Hence, Constitution has made special provisions. Hence, Constitution has made special provisions entrusting, EN, had made special provisions entrusting Lok Sabha riding more powers over Rajya Sabha. ये तो पहले बात तो बड़ा वर्ड पकड़ के डालने में टाइम लगता है और रिपीट बनता है. Entrusted riding with more powers than Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Riding more powers than the Rajya Sabha. Full stop. Entrusting or entrusted. Continuous and past perfect. Now listen for a while. He is asking whenever there is a joint sitting. पहले बात joint sitting अलग है, cast vote अलग है. I tell you there are 550 in Lok Sabha. Correct? Rajya Sabha there are 250. Let me be very sure it is the attendance like we have it in the degree colleges. Never you can see 550 in Lok Sabha. Similarly, never you can see 250 in Rajya Sabha. They are highly, क्या बोलते हैं तुम्हारे जैसा वो blacklist वाले public है. तुम लोग तो regularly school जाते हैं, the college people are. And then there are members who are present. They might not vote also. Not every person who is present is ready to vote. He can be abstained from the voting also. That speaker cannot go and force him. क्यों नहीं vote किया चल कर नहीं. It is his judiciary. It is his constitutional right. I am present, but I am not voting. So out of 550, if around 300 are there, only 150 are voting. Correct. So similarly in 250 there, out of 250, 200 are present, 150 ने vote कर दिया. इधर से yes बोला, उधर से no बोला. Now there is a tie. The speaker will not blindly vote. Speaker will also study it. Correct. Then whatever he feels as an individual, he will go with that. If he says no, he is going with Rajya Sabha. If he says yes, he is siding with Lok Sabha.
but speaker is presiding officer Lok Sabha only na vice chairman
He doesn't have any voting power. Chairman को वो सब काम नहीं है. सिर्फ तुझे presiding नहीं करनी.
अच्छा for me like vice
Nothing he can do. Only preside. Yes. Split vote. Oh my God. What is that? And that is what I am saying. Cast tie vote. हाँ? हाँ तो वही तो मैं अभी explain किया. That's what I am trying to say. You are putting the words only different, but the costume and the formalized thing. Anyone else from here? Absolutely.
yes
Then bring back to the page number 174. Exclusive powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. I think we are almost at the end. Then why should we wait? Hai na? Directly we can jump into history. I'm just reading that point. Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha has some exclusive powers. ये दोनों अलग-अलग question आ सकते हैं for 2 marks each. So point number 1. Under Article 249, declare Parliament should make laws with respect to underline matters in the state list. How many lists we have it in our Indian Parliament? 3. What are they?
state union
How many subjects in the central list? I don't know. State list. That is what central is. One is the same. State is how much? Concurrent is how much? ये सब अभी हिस्ट्री चैप्टर होने से पहले तो मुझे मिलना है. Next one. Other special powers enjoyed by the Lok Sabha is second point. It may declare the creation of underline. I'll explain this. All India service. So what is this word all India service? Anybody? We have an UPSC board. I think in नेहरू के उस तरफ कुछ एकलव्य करके institution है ना? That is an institution which is conducting exams for IAS and IPS. अभी you feel there is some leader hidden in you, which I also tried during my degree college time. I was completely total because I not even prepared even sitting one day. UPSC is Union Public Service Commission exam, and उसका जो chairman रहेगा वो राज्यसभा ही handle करेगा, and उसका पूरा जो functioning पूरा राज्यसभा के हाथ में, लोकसभा interfere नहीं कर सकता. Okay, Rajya Sabha becomes underline. This is third point. Sole de facto and de jure Parliament takes over the functions of the Parliament if underline that Lok Sabha is dissolved before or after the emergency. ये point अगर simple way में लिखने का, once Lok Sabha is dissolved before its term, Rajya Sabha becomes which ruler? De facto and de jure. What is this word de facto and de jure? Unchallengeable, unquestionable. Lok Sabha से even speaker, PM, nobody can ask why are you ruling. अब बोलेगा तुम लोग डिसॉल्व हो गया ना, फिर हमारा ही काम. अभी ऐसा हुआ नहीं इंडिया में और ऐसा होने भी नहीं देते हैं. जनरली राज्यसभा उतना एफिशिएंट नहीं है लाइक लोकसभा. But then also there is an option. Is it okay? Now run through that 3 point and tell me how do you put it into simple lines. Write those 3 points in a notebook. Let me see how is your English knowledge. Okay. Okay. Take this. I don't need it. Quick, so that we are jumping with history. And if at all any tests are planned, I will be first person to disclose you, not the paper, only the day. Anyway, it is going to be scheduled in your online app. CBSE is getting one paper in this coming Sunday, my subject. So I will try to Icse communication नहीं है. Any point is lengthier to understand, you can ask me. I will make it very short. Why 20 is 3? What are you doing? And regarding Dhwani, you were saying, and this boy was also saying, I had a direct meet with the MD of the company. So he is of the view, whatever students have the opinion of me or other teachers, I think very soon you will have a feedback. Correct? You can make what you want to say to me. And sir said directly, बिना नाम लिए बोला, ऐसे students are saying to me. So he said, sir, वो students को बोलो अभी जो भी every professor का रहता है, so you can write whatever you want in that. Okay. Already it is done in KK, and I am handling some part of. I don't want to disclose. Right? So it is your wish because you are the Lord and Master of you. To all, not only this girl or this boy, to all. Everyone has their independent fundamental right. My boy, you need my help, you ask me, I'll come there and tell you, okay. Don't sit idle. And this Sunday I had started with 3 students. Now one was she, and the other was this, and that boy is not with us. I started with Eco and CA. Because
You teach?
I teach CS also. Anything related to economics, I have taken CA CPT lectures in UC. Outside also, CA Foundation, MBA lectures. So it was nice, is it? Wonderful. Thank you. Sunday को आप लोगों ने मेरा दिन बना. You made my day because I love teaching commercial applications and economics. So anyway, मेरा रोजी and good. No, initially I was appointed in UT only for economics. फिर सर ने बोला थोड़ा बहुत मेरा burden share करो because he used to teach. Same room में I remember I was sitting somewhere in the corner and that time the UT batches were long. तो सर ने बोला मेरा पूरा lecture attend करो. He wanted to see because before coming to UT I was teaching only economics in higher level and then he came here. Still remember इधर किधर एक bench में बैठा था, circle lecture चल रहा था. फिर होने के बाद हम दोनों छोटा सा रूम में बैठ के चाय पी के बात कर रहे थे. Yes.
Okay, explain the first point.
What is that? Read for me.
The Rajya Sabha has some exclusive powers. Though the Parliament cannot at normal times make laws on state subjects, the Constitution states that under Article 49, the Rajya Sabha may, by a resolution adopted by 2/3 majority, empower the Parliament to make laws provided in the state laws.
In the state list, listen, अच्छा doubt पूछो. Nobody told me how many subjects are there. Look here. One, we have central list, also known by the name union list. Everyone understand this carefully. Correct? Then we have state list, and then we have concurrent list. और इसके नीचे भी है residuary list. वो अभी उतना ज़्यादा detail नहीं है. If I'm not so wrong, this is I think 96. I'm not exactly sure. ये मैं बताता हूँ क्या कितना subjects है. Now, once the central list, only the central government can make laws, correct? Only the central government, I'll put it CG. And here, the state government can make laws. Here, both central and state government. Now, under exclusive power, when the state list, there are certain time, even the central can make laws. There might be certain conditions based on which the parliament have passed a special law that on the state list, the central can make laws. Only on certain occasions. Because already state is always crying to the central, we have less powers. And on the top, if the central government steps in, that will be an extraordinary conditions. It will be the president, it will be the speaker, it will be the prime minister. Prime minister come रहेगा, but it will be the president, speaker will be deciding on what condition the central government can introduce here. So since Rajya Sabha is having more of members from where? States, Rajya Sabha will interfere into that state more. Lok Sabha come correct. Correct? Hey, you put that okay to that. Thank you. Shall we go to the next para? Everyone have written?
Yes.
Still there are people who are making a draft now, like Ambedkar. Okay, now exclusive powers of Lok Sabha, we have already done. First point, motions of no confidence against the government. Udhar dekho, against the ruling party. Government be okay, but you make it as ruling party. Money bills that we have already done, correct?
Yes.
Then in case of deadlock, that also we have done. Dekho, over a non-financial, it is only Lok Sabha prevail. Rajya Sabha nahi karega prevail. Kyun nahi karega?
Because
The strength is more, members are directly elected and they have a greater knowledge as compared to the Rajya Sabha. Because Rajya Sabha members are generally those people who are like a president like people. Name check below the Rajya Sabha mein jaake baithte hain. Like we have Sanjay Raut from Maharashtra. He is from Shiv Sena. He is also an MP. MP from which house? Rajya Sabha. He is nominated recently अभी गया है. And उधर बैठा ये दोनों भाइयों का जो कल झगड़ा हुआ था दिलीप कोचे. Did anybody watch it live? He was in Aurangabad. I couldn't watch live because I was out with my lectures and other work, but I watched it in the news and he was giving a good hammer to the Uddhav. And even he took the name of Mr. Sharad Pawar. Only he has the courage to speak. And अभी महाराष्ट्र पुलिस को लोग ने ऑर्डर कर दिया उद्धव ने कि उसका पूरा वॉइस रिकॉर्डिंग सुनो कितना बार हमको गाली दिया वो पकड़ो. गाली नहीं दे रहा था. I think Marathi was speaking influentially well. At the same time, this fellow was in Shivaji Park, Mr. CM. He went to that Shivaji Park, वो उधर का उसका नौटंकी चालू था. शिवाजी महाराज पार वगैरह पहना के वो उधर भाषण दे रहा था. I don't know this one-sided dragon what he was doing. Somebody hears me, they will take me and dump me in the dungeon in there. देखा है कभी वो बेचारा कैसा बात करता है? But the money that he holds, एक टाइम तो उसने डायरेक्टली सोनिया गांधी को भी चैलेंज किया कि तू किसी के खिलाफ भी कुछ भी बोल सकते है, बट मेरा खिलाफ जिस दिन तू बोली उस दिन तो इंडिया ही नहीं पूरा दुनिया से निकल जाएगी. Because I remember when if you watch the movie called Madras Cafe, where the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi is not from LTT, but Congress people themselves don't want Rajiv Gandhi to become the prime minister. So there might be some congressmen who are involved in it. I think no better than Mr. Pawar. Because till date, no Maharashtrian person has sat on the chair of PM. Till date. And when this Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated, Sonia Gandhi packed up her bag to run away from India back to Italy, taking this Changumangu. What is that name? Rahul Gandhi. ऐसे तो है दोनों काटनी है. But then many congressmen had a fast outside the ladies' house. हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे आपको, हम भूखा मर जाएंगे. अरे मरो ना तुम भूखा. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? And by great force they convinced madam to become the president. And that is the time Sharad Pawar started this party called NCP. वो मैं जब आपको political party start करेगा, I will teach you what is this NCP all about. So PA Sangma, Tariq Anwar and Sharad Pawar ने मिलकर बोला, if Congress is ruled by an alien lady, I will not work under that. अभी तो उन्हीं के साथ काम कर है ना?
Sir, even Tuesday.
हाँ ये था. सेना का तो उद्धव का तो छोड़ी. He doesn't have any closer that I can say. Okay. अच्छा, ये लोग को समझ में भी आता है. Just run through the question answers. Any of the question answers you want me to discuss, either solved or unsolved. We have good 5 minutes. Then we'll get into our wonderful chapter. First war of India independence. Who is that proudly talking? Huh? Some girls only. So take a new page in your same notebook and start writing all the headings what I am putting. ये मैं बताऊंगा why they say. Yes. Everybody have written? Put the heading. I have to discuss many more things as compared to political science. Okay. Now, if you understand this topic, if you have already school teachers might have touched upon. Khatam ho gaya. Good. Any idea then? How do we encounter this chapter with your knowledge rather than my knowledge? First time India was united. Very good. What else? Against the British. Good boy. Anyone else?
It paved the way for national movement.
Paved the way for the upcoming national movement. Very good. What else?
Situation of India. Situation of Indians.
I am so happy only 2 guys are talking to me. Why others are all spectators? इधर क्या hand clap करने हैं? बोलो. First of all, anybody tell me why it is known as Sepoys Mutiny?
Because a large number of soldiers from the British Army had came together and protested against this.
British soldiers.
No,
Indian soldiers working
ये भैया.
soldiers from the British Army.
अच्छा British Army. मैं थोड़ा old हूँ. Thank you. But who kept this name first of all? You know that? The British. They wanted to make fun of the Indians. क्या mutiny है? सिपाही का mutiny. Why? It was a failure. Yes. But then there was one person from Barakpur, Mangal Pandey, who ignited this revolt. Can anybody tell me that reason? Detail. Huh? एक minute, मैं देता हूँ. I want some new person to. This girl. Stand up, please. I need. Oh my God! I asked the biggest. That's okay. That's the best. Hey, you only. एक दिन क्या मैं बोलते उस दिन से मेरे से एकदम नाराज रहा है ना हैप्पी फ्रेंड्स चल बोल व्हाट वाज द इमीडिएट कॉज ऑफ द रिवोल्ट एक मिनट बोलने दो मैं सबको मौका दे दो यू हैव टू स्टैंड अप आई कैन नॉट सी Oi, what is this? British permission को पता नहीं. Wait. Sit down. No problem. Alex say.
So the making of the Enfield rifle, sorry, introduction of the Enfield rifle.
Okay. Now, what is inside? That you have to tell me.
The oil used in the Enfield.
Oil. Wait. Good. At least he has said that Royal Enfield rifle.
There's a rumor fact going around.
Who spread the rumor? Bengal regiment. देखो इसने नाम भी रख दिया. When I gave the chance.
That the cartridges were greased with pig fat and
Big fat. Pigs. I got big fat.
and cow fat. So that's
Okay.
why they
Very good. Thank you. Someone from here raised the hand.
Sir, and the cows were holy to Hindus and pigs were taboo
Taboo.
to Muslims, and they thought that this gun was introduced
To hurt the religious
Yes,
sentiments.
hurt the
One good girl. Wait. No, ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. आज तुम्हारा फ्रेंड का याद. तो क्या हो गया? Yes. Any other causes besides the immediate? Now, if I say this was a success or a failure, I say it was a success because, as many people told, it united the Indians. It showed to the British that anytime we can give you a shock. But why it was a failure? We did not achieve the Indian. Correct. So, if I want to discuss this entire topic in one nutshell, why it was called as First War of Indian Independence? Because for the first time after the British East India Company started ruling, a revolt of this magnitude, you understand the word magnitude, has happened in India. So there are many causes or there were many situations which led to this revolt. We will be discussing one by one. And after that, when I use the word course, how did this war actually, the revolt actually met with the British? It was one good thing for the British that the war or the revolt did not happen on one day or at one spot. Different dates, different spot by different community. So that really helped the Britishers to suppress this revolt easily. It was Peshwas were involved, the Marathas were involved, the Sikhs were involved, the Mughals were involved, the army men people were involved, correct? Even the peasants were involved, but no one had a common goal. How do you explain the word common goal with reference to this heading?
No one wanted, like, no one was fighting for independence.
Indian independence, wonderful. Everyone was fighting on their own front. Like Peshwas won the Peshwai or that big system. And how about the Mughals? After the death of Bahadur Shah, nobody was respected as a king. They wanted their thing.
No one can use the royal title.
Correct. So there were so many reasons due to which the revolt did not met the end which we expected it. But if it could have been a big success, India could have achieved independence exactly or close to the 100 years before only. And India could have been much more stronger in economically and financially or whatever you feel. But then whatever is the revolt, we are going to study this chapter in greater depth. And in the end, they will ask the word consequences. There will be a one sure question. Was the revolt a success or a failure? If you say, yes, it was a success for paving the way for the future nationalist movement, success that East India Company was banned, and who controlled them? It is British Parliament directly controlled it. And there are some good promises which she might be following or might not be following. That is called as what? Queen Victoria's Proclamation of 1858, since it was in 1857. And then why it was a failure?
Because
India did not achieve the independence. India couldn't put the pressure on the Britishers to run out of the India. So due to all these reasons, this chapter becomes so important that you can easily remember, but answers or points are a bit lengthy enough, but we'll try to cut short it. Can anybody tell me how did the British Empire started in India? The two successful battles.
Buxar and Mysore.
I don't know. I don't know.
Subsidiary.
That is the point here.
East India Company came under the name of trade.
Okay. And which is the first successful battle of Britishers in India? You accept that battle of Plassey? I don't know. Plassey or Plassey. That was in the year 1757. And there is 1764. What is that? This is Battle of Plassey, where who was defeated? The entire drama you have forgotten. Huh? Then this is Battle of Buxar, as by an English film. It's a Battle of Buxar. Here it is Sirajuddin Dowla, the Nawab of Bengal. Here it is Mir Jafar, because they deposed Sirajuddin Dowla and put Mir Kazim, his Governor General. And again they deposed him and they put his son-in-law called Mir Jafar. So the two battles, they become the de facto ruler of Bengal. Who? East India Company. What is the meaning of the word de facto? Unchallenged power. And this province in those days was not only Bengal, but what else included? Bihar and Odisha. The present Bihar and Odisha. So it was such a prominent province, or it was a rich province. The money used by the East India Company to expand their administration till the Mughals. So here brings the background of the revolt. Is it okay?
Yes.
Understood? So every time they will ask you the word consequences, that is at the end, or the outcomes, the course, the actual revolt, and then the background, that is before the revolt. So background or causes are one and the same, but you have to remember the immediate cause. How do you put it into proper words? Anybody rearranging? Full one. I don't want one or two lines. And let us give it to Dhwani now. Come on. Who is your hurry here? Me?
No,
Then who?
no one.
अरे गेट अप होने के लिए क्यों उसने पेज लगाया कि नीचे चेक करो?
Enfield rifle was introduced and a rumor was spread that the cartridge was greased with cow fat and pig fat. So it Indians and Muslims believe that they are trying to hurt their religious beliefs.
Trying to, but not hurting.
They are hurting their religious beliefs, and that's why.
Okay, good. Now many people, even she told. Was it a rumor?
No.
No, I don't know.
So at the beginning it was a rumor, then when it came to reality.
Did you actually see the rifle?
Yes, sir.
Actually, videos hai, but I don't know whether I can serve. Today I cannot. Next time, remember, I'll show you the actual video. अभी कैसा बताएगा? It is a long nozzle, and the person has to clean the nozzle. ये पुराना type का gun है. In fact, ये gun उधर भी है. आप लोगों को बाइकला है ना? बाइकला. We have a big zoo. वैसा type है, and you have to clean it. And उसका जो cartridge का जो cover है, you have to bite it with the teeth, and then you have to put it in and again press it, and then you have to fire it. As you guys are saying, this fats of cows and pigs, when some people came to know that this is, many people rejected, we won't use it, but Britishers forced them to use it. Why? Because they knew that this is going to throw away them from their own religion. And Mangal Pandey was a high-class Brahmin. When this news spread to him, even he, as any other ordinary Indian soldier, he also rejected. I don't know which exact the date, they will tell you. On one fine morning, there was a morning parade going on. And Mangal Pandey with barrack, entire people, he shot at the commander, whoever was the fellow, for which Mr. Mangal Pandey was given that death sentence in front of the soldiers. And that really infuriated the military. Is it okay? So there are several causes we'll be dealing one by one. Still, you got any doubts with this chapter?
No.
At least this chapter is far interesting. Let us get into the chapter using the volume. No writing work. Let us get into using the volume. Which page it is? It is page number 1. Introduction, I'm not reading it. Hopefully, you can understand. Very simple. Causes. Now, for A, you write capital. For political, you write capital A. And keep putting points right now. Expansion 1, outright wars 1, 2, subsidiary alliance. Like that, you go for all the points. Are you understanding? A, B, C, D jayega. And last cause is immediate cause. A. And put 1. Wait, 1 is this, madam. B is socio-religious causes, and C will go to economic causes, correct?
Yes.
And then D is what? D is military causes, and the last E the immediate cause. ये मैं पहले discuss करूँगा और ये notes दूँगा. Then we will start with the other points. Okay? E is the immediate cause, and then put 1, 2, 3, 4. It becomes so easy for your exam to learn and write. You didn't understand? Then why I don't know. ABC कुछ मैंने जरूर बोल दिया. Just tell me that. 7:30. Lecture ends at 7:30. Na?
Yes, sir.
So less time we have. More time. No. Shall we? Now, who can help me to read the E point first? That is very important. Please read. Everyone understand that immediate cause. He is reading it. I'll give it in my own words. No. Immediate cause is the first one.
In 1856, the government decided to replace the old-fashioned musket round press by the HP rifle. The loading process of the
They have given the name of the old rifle also, na? What is the name of the old rifle?
The loading process of
उसको कर दो. इधर वो उधर बैठी है तो ये कर वो कर क्या दिख रहा है उधर से या क्या नहीं दिख रहा है उधर से कोई मिनट नहीं
the loading process of the ER involves grinding the cartridge to the mouth, bringing the cartridge to the mouth, and biting off the top. These paper.
look at the line. जैसे आप bringing the cartridge to the mouth, फिर काटने के लिए क्या फिर कटर थोड़ी लेके जाएगा बहुत Good one.
In January 1857, a rumor spread in the Bengal newspapers that these cartridge contained a pack of pig or cow.
Can I explain why this is a rumor? Because unless and until the Indian soldiers might not have gone to the factory where is this made. अभी जैसे एक soldier ने बोल दिया ये ऐसा है सारा soldier के कान में चले गए. It's like you guys are the good one. Math teacher का cancel. Oh, very good, very good. Why? He met with an accident. Oh, very good. Did he die? Oh no, very bad. Look how he was spreading the rumor. मालूम पड़ा 2 दिन बाद वो बंदा चलता है. Sir कल तो नहीं. So whatever the news it is spread, nobody might have asked because अभी ordinary सिपाही के पास क्या ताकत है? जाके वो cartridge लेके. Sir, I want to confirm this. बोलेगा what's it? इसका अंदर क्या पड़ा है? And अगर चलो उसने पूछ भी लिया, how will he take into the factory? But one news was there that this cartridge is having something which the Hindus and Muslims do not like. Correct? That's why even the historians are not convinced that whether it was a rumor or a fact. I mean, if it was not a rumor, then why was it such a revolt? मतलब हमारा पूरा revolt का foundation ही weak है. समझा? अगर वो rumor था तो अभी जो भी था हमको मालूम नहीं है. One more.
The pig is forbidden to Muslims and the cow is sacred to Hindus. The sepoys were not convened that the introduction of
Convene नहीं रहेगा, convince रहेगा.
convened
Oh, so sorry.
that the introduction of these cartridges was a deliberate move to defy Hindu and Muslim peace. This part of the debate.
Okay, so everyone write in your notebook as first heading immediate cause. I'm going to give it immediate cause of the revolt. So the heading is causes. The revolt of 1857. The revolt of 1857 was an epoch-making incident. Where is your notebook? Go ahead. What did I take? Where is your notebook? You said. Why? Where is that French culture? French class लाएगा तो French का कुछ लाया. Let me. You get it. You just make it. हाँ? Epoch is EP. वो देखो बेचारी स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी के तरह खड़ी, जल्दी आओ बाहर. You sit in the chair. Come, I'll handle you separately. इधर आ. Without the notebook only you are sitting the whole lecture. अच्छा इधर बैठो. I'll handle you. This always इसको अभी से बीच में बैठने का मत करो. Let it be side. I want to check what is she writing. तो fair notebook पूरा लिखा है क्या मैडम? Fair notebook में पूरा लिखा है क्या? इधर है. तो मुझे भी मालूम है कैसे बोल रहा है. बट जब आने से पहले चेक करने का ना. EPOCH, not K. ये कौन सा स्पेलिंग है K? Epoch is history making. The most wonderful, not wonderful. Epoch making. हमारे क्लास में औरंगजेब और सुल्तान सब इधर ही बैठे हैं. Can you please repeat the whole point? The revolt of 1857 was an epoch-making incident in the Indian history since. Since for the first time the British company received a major setback. Careful with the spelling of the word received. For the first time, British company. Which company? Received a major setback. Setback. SET. Now the point starts. EPOCH. Oh my God, this boy. Yeah, I'll write it on the board only. This is the word epoch. अभी स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक नहीं होना चाहिए. इसको के किसने बोला? इपोक.
मेरे को इपोक सुना है.
इपोक का एक्चुअली बड़ा वर्ड है. हाउ डू आई पुट इट इनटू इट बिकम्स लाइक दैट. अभी गिव मी सम टाइम, आई विल टेल यू. हां, पॉइंट नंबर 1. During this time, British government introduced a new rifle. Hyphen. Careful with the spelling. Enfield rifle. Enfield. This is Enfield. ये लोग दोनों को ऐसे ही लगते हैं. Your companion, no? How innocently she is become angry. It is your mistake. You should bring the book, madam. You should say, I am very much not happy with you. Last time किसके लिए मैंने आपको पकड़ा था, मुझे वो भी याद है. तुमको भी याद है क्या? You might be knowing. देखो, आपका concentration है ना. I can tell you. अच्छा एक काम करेंगे. एक दिन है ना. Not today. I can tell you each and every student's attention in my class without even talking to you. What you guys are thinking, what you guys are doing. क्योंकि इतना तो eyes and mind reading में करता हूँ. But मैं disturb इसलिए नहीं करता हूँ because I know. Correct? Ask me what I know. Ask me. How sweetly this is. क्या मालूम तुझे बोलना है. I need to finish my course ना. अगर ये काम करता रहेगा तो फिर रह जाएगा. है ना? I won't disturb you. Neither you disturb me. But next time books yaad se. Yes. It was a rifle. I told you a gun. Big one. अभी तुझे उतना economics में घुसने का नहीं है. Second point. The cartridge to be used in this rifle was, this is the exact word, smeared with fats of cows and pigs. Actually proper grammar है क्या पता नहीं है, but इधर fat नहीं लिख सकते. Fats of cows and pigs. The cartridge to be used in this gun was smeared. इधर है ना दोस्त, तो बाइनोकुलर या और कुछ लेकर आ, वो पेन. स्मेड मतलब उसका जो भी है हिंदी में सेकंड next point cows were sacred to Hindus, or you can write Hindu soldiers. Cows were sacred, SACRED का T है RED देखो उसको बेटा sacred to Hindus, Hindu soldiers, and pigs were a religious taboo. एक लड़का ताबू ताबू बोल रहा है religious taboo for Muslim soldiers. A religious taboo, single B double O. Next, this was a deliberate attempt of the company. This was a deliberate attempt of the company to create disunity and confusion. Amongst the Indian community. Last point.
Confusion between
The Indian community, hence Mangal Pandey. Comma, क्या डालेंगे? A sepoy or a soldier. If you don't want to write sepoy, you can write soldier also. Of Barakpur cantonment. Now this in UP is it? This is the spelling, but then also afterwards you check it in your book. Of Barakpur cantonment. Already वो दोनों बहुत गड़बड़ कर रहे हैं. तो इधर आ जाना दे. Or you guys go inside that corner. Barakpur cantonment shot dead. Canton. आज spelling का भरमार है इधर. And keep on repeating. They are looking at my face. What is it? It is cantonment. Don't write cantonment. Cantonment shot dead. The commanding officer. Shot dead the commanding officer. Poor fellow. बिना मतलब का मारा है. The commanding officer, for which he was given death sentence. Full stop. Change the para. This spark of the revolt. Anybody still without a fair notebook in my class or no notebook? Spark off. My boy, क्या writing है? हाँ? इसके साथ direct competition. Next time, anyone without the notebook or something like that, I will send them sweetly out of my class. Now come back to your first heading in your volume itself. That is political causes. I'm just explaining. It's almost time, is it? We got 3 or 7 minutes. Na 35 है ना? तो क्या करना है? ये explain करूँ कि नहीं करूँ? ठीक है, नहीं करूँ. You can relax. You can ask me any queries, anything related to the topic. You can go back to your place. अभी जोगेश्वरी मैडम आने से पहले अंदर वाले. He is always happy with you. ऐसा क्यों हुआ? हमेशा मिडिल में बैठता है. You are bodyguard जरूर. Regarding your school, because schools are all closed now. When it is going to reopen? June. जैसे स्कूल खुलेगा, मैडम will be giving one question paper to ask, right? ऐसे कुछ एक स्कूल. And the portions are. हाँ.
So we have midterm.
Midterm.
The first two chapters of this.
What is that?
National
ये इधर आओ ये क्या है ये like the nationalism is only one.
Revolt and growth of nationalism.
Oh, very good. And in civics only one.
No, civics is
No civics.
civics not belong. Presentation.
Can you expect that revolt of 1857 का immediate cause without seeing? No, I'm not going to ask you. You only. अभी बताइए. Let's see. But coming here to my place, I will sit in your place. आपने बोले you are too young to come and sit in your place. है ना? I heard some people have this stage fear. Anybody here stage fear? उसको डैंड्रफ का इशू है बार-बार ये सब एक्टिंग हम लोग बहुत पहले कर लिया उसने anybody from here want to I'm not going to pull they on their own the way I had given the as compared to volume it is better is it correct ये मैं रटा मार के आता हूँ yes no stand up just अभी pen rotate हुआ ना the two fingers will be strapped and pinned together get up and tell me You leave make space for her. आज अभी देखता हूँ बाहर रहिए जरा इसका लाफ्टर का मेडिसिन आज ही हमारे वो मोराज के सामने एक ऐसा वो लेडीज लोग का ग्रुप आता है जोर से हंसता है एंड उधर का कौवा बिल्ली कुत्ता सब ऐसा and that also 6:30 to 7:30 animals get confused ये कौन है कौन come nobody should cry चलिए she is going to tell in front of her class next 2 minutes your time starts now
There was a rumor that the cartridge cut.
it's okay very quickly
There was a rumor that the cartridge cut. Cow and
जल्दी
cow.
She's demanding for a break. तुम क्या खिला रहे हो? आ जाओ. Better I go 5 minutes का break. Next time you prepare it. Okay. चलिए thank you. I'll see you in the next lecture. Bring history only.
बोल तो वो है तो बाहर गए बड़ा पार्टी बना के चले गए हाँ ठीक है हाँ बेस्ट देख पहले हम मूवी देख लेंगे पहले मूवी